See how long it takes for this thing to actually pop up. There we go. Make sure audio's good. There we go. Yeah, audio's good. All right. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Redline Racing League here on your Tuesday night, coming to you from the Indy road course. And we just got done qualifying. And we got Mark McAtack up in the booth to give us the running order.
Alrighty, how we doing, Wallbridge?
Doing good.
Good, glad to hear. So, got another 12-car field tonight for Indy Roval. Should be a good race. Second race of the playoffs in the round of 12 as well. So, we got this race, and then we got one more race next week at Darlington to decide who will make it to the round of 8, which will be the next round coming up in a couple of races. But Indy Roval's the task at hand tonight. And here is the starting lineup for tonight's race. We got myself in the 22, Mark McAtack leading the field. Starting second, we got Copenhagen in the 24. Third is P. Fulton in the 18. Fourth is Doing Work at the 62. Fifth is Chief TP in the 9. Sixth, we got Bam 1 in the 8. Seventh, we got Cole Trickle in the 19. Eighth, we got Jay White in the 16. Ninth, we got Team 95 in the number 5. And then starting 10th, we have Slingshot in the 3. 11th, we got Hootie in the 99. And rounding out our field will be 1-9 in the 78. So, should be a good race tonight. Don't have a lot else to say other than that, so unless you got anything else, I'm going to go let the guys know we're ready to go.
I'm all set on my end.
Alrighty, well, you have a good broadcast. We will talk to you in a little bit.
Alrighty.
Alright.
That is your race rundown, or your rundown of the field for this race at the Indy Roval. 31 laps on tap for today. 31 long, grueling laps, as nobody is looking forward to this except for Mark McAtack, but that's just because he likes all the tracks. I don't think there's a track Mark McAtack, can't do good on. So, everybody else, though, not really looking forward to this one. So, we're just gonna take a look at the points as they run right now in this round of 12. Team 95 and Jay White in a heated battle for the cutoff spot, along with P. Fulton in the 18. Those drivers separated by 5 points. Hootie Hoo in the 99 is out by 11. That is really the closest margin. So 3 drivers separated by 5 points to make the round of 8. And this, being the wild card that it is going to be easy on no man. So all the drivers are still getting ready. His 1-9 might be having some more technical difficulties as he is having some storms in his area, which is really messing up his internet. So I also think I just remembered that Jay White does not have party chat enabled on his live stream. So that's cool. That makes life so much fun for me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys are just getting that pre-race rundown of all the league rules that need to be followed during today's event and all events that these drivers partake in under the Redline flag. So I'll make sure I am live. No, I am live. Okay, cool. I hate that I can't hear anybody. I can't hear when we're about to. Usually they'll say they're going live before they actually, or they're starting before they actually start. So that's kind of slowing me up a little bit. That's fine. Nobody's in a hurry to get this race started. I'm just saying. It does look like 1-9 just joined him. And now we're going live. Let's see how this goes. This track, known for its crappy penalty system, to where if you even put a side skirt off, they'll penalize you, which is awesome. Love that. Also penalize you even if you're spinning, which is crazy enough. Not like you're already getting penalized enough. But it's fine. Why not? But still waiting on the good to go green. The engines are fired. The anthem has been sang. And Mark McAttack will lead him down the long front stretch to the green flag. We are underway at the Indy Roval. Cope going to have the inside line. This is the part where he struggled in practice. The braking zone into turn 1. Oh, and he misses it. It's 62 doing work. Tries to capitalize. Side by side, we saw these two do this all race long at Richmond, and now kicking it off here at the Indy Roval, doing the same thing. Mark cutting that corner. Meanwhile, Copenhagen stays on the racing surface. So we'll go back through the field. Ooh, the Ada ban one through the grass. Not a stop and go penalty. P. Fulton from 3rd now to 4th. Doing work. Trying to keep his position moving forward. The 9 of Chief currently sits about 5th. He is the last car in the top 5. Here is a tricky section right here. Very easy one to mess up. Oh my. And already 1 lap completed. 9 laps here in the first stage. The 8 of Ban 1 runs 6. We'll do a quick little rundown now that everybody's gotten all figured out. The 19 of Cole Trickle runs 7th. The 5, Team 95, 8th. That would be the 3 of Slingshot Rodeo up to 9th. And the 16 runs 10th. 99, 11th. 1-9. Back there, and what I can only assume is 12th. 1-9. Not particularly the best on road courses. He'll be the first to tell you that. But Mark starting to blitz. That 24 at Copenhagen. And everybody trying to just maneuver through the minefield that is this course. Because it's so easy to just hit that stupid penalty zone that they put there for no bloody reason on like every corner and really kill your race. But this could be a chance to see this 18 have a good day. P. Fulton says his biggest improvement on this game is road courses, as he was a sub out on road courses when he first started on this game. In his first league he did, they would actually sub him out on road courses. They did not want him on the track. Now, after putting in a lot of work, putting in some sweat, man hours into it, he's running fourth in what is probably one of the hardest leagues on the game. And oh my good golly, Copenhagen takes the lead. I just saw that at the top of the screen, and now has to hold back probably the best road course racer on the game. Copenhagen trying to give Mark a run for his money on that title. However, right now Mark looking a little squirrely. Meanwhile, Copenhagen really able to hold that car down to where he needs it. Oh, and as soon as I start talking nice, he misses that corner. But he's got the preferred line into that tight bend, but Mark able to hold it there, and Cope relinquishes the spot. Could he be trying to set him up here? Such a tricky corner to nail. Mark gonna go down to the bottom, try and break the draft. Cope trying to get back to him to get that draft. Now he's gonna dive it into the first corner. Mark. Oh, professional move there by the 22. Oh, the 24, wicked squirrely. Losing a ton of time. And look at this, P. Fulton up to third, the 18. Look at the gap now between first and second. Insanity. If there's anything Cope needs to improve on, it's not his driving, it's his nerves. When he gets into the lead, he gets nervous, he gets anxious. Which leads to the mistakes like we saw there going into turn one. But now that he's got a rabbit to chase, that's usually when he starts really locking back in. And now here he goes, making his first pit stop. We are going to be seeing green flag pit stops this stage. Here comes the 18 of P. Fulton, also going to come down pit road speed, 40 miles an hour. You're going to really see them cut the speed down. The 8 of Ban1 also in. No other takers. Oh, the 99 of Hootie Hoo wants to see what's spray painted on that particular piece of wall right there. A particular piece of concrete. Now that he saw that, he's back on the course and now going down the front stretch. We are 5 laps completed. And there is the 24 just getting off of pit road in front of the 99. And the 22, Mark McAttack. Running his laps right now. He might be coming down this time. And he is. He sticks it to the outside. The 22 will now enter pit road. The 62 of doing work gonna come down with him. So now it's all up to the 24. Has to hit his lines. 22 not even in his pit box yet. This is to see if he can even close that gap to the 22, as he still has to get this tight bend right here before the entrance to pit road. He is there. The 22 at his pit stall. Here comes the 24 Cope onto the front stretch. Gas full down. 22 still in his pit box. And it looks like Copenhagen will inherit the race lead. The short pit. paying off in spades. But unlike a typical track, this is a very long road course. So what has it done to his tires? In just that one lap, he stayed out past the 22. The 16 of Jay White on pit road right now, followed by the 99, the 5. Especially the 78 of 19mm going to be coming down this time, and he is, in fact. Back up to the 24. Right now, just focusing on hitting his lines. We are coming to 3 laps to go when they cross the line. You can just see there's a 22 coming into frame, but now 3 laps to go here in stage 1. Cope just has to hit his marks. Don't worry about the 22 as long as you're steady. It'll take the 22 at least all 3 laps to be able to get to you. You know your lines, just hit them. And now the 18, I believe, pushing P. Fulton. Oh, gets squirrely through there. 62 doing work. Lets him gather it up, but has closed the gap to the 18. Just want to make sure. These two are so far ahead from everybody else. I don't know where. I don't know where anybody else is. I believe, yes, this is 3rd and 4th. Oh, the 18 got a little squirrely on the turtles there. P. Fulton, if he could have a hell of a points day, that would actually spell trouble. No, he needs actually good points days. He is 5 points above that cutoff line, ahead of the 16 of Jay White, who's currently sitting 9th. Right here in the 16, trying to make up ground to the rest of the field. Ooh, the 78 of Ban one around. Thought I saw the 99 go around as well, but no. Now 2 laps remain. You can see that the 22 is closing the gap, but nowhere near enough to be able to put a fight to that 24. But the lap car of Hootie Hoo in the 99. How quick will he be to get out of the way of the leaders? We saw at Richmond, lap traffic play a factor. Oh, Copenhagen gives him a shot, uses him to help him brake right there. Hootie Hoo gives him a little love tap, lets him know he appreciates it. Cope remembers Richmond. He does not want to have lap traffic play another factor in this one. 1 lap to go. White flag is out here in stage 1. Elbows out is the 24. And now you see the 22 barreling down. Mark Mac Attack will ride on with the 22 as they both get squirrely. Mark trying to stay in the coattails of that 24 Cope. Now trying to find a run. Cope gonna give him the bottom. Side by side. As Cope has the preferred line, but we've seen how well Mark can do on the outside. Mark to the lead. And Cope losing it got loose out of that last corner. Mark, in the final handful of corners, there is the 78 of 19 millimeter, who's had his struggles today. And Mark McAttack will coast it to a stage 1 victory and leaves the 78 plus 1 lap. And the 24 Cope on the last lap of stage 1 lost the lead and will finish in second. And the 62 are doing work. Will finish in third. Huh? Chief fourth. Fulton fell to fifth. Cole Trickle sixth. Seventh Slingshot. Eighth Band 1. Jay White ninth. Team 95 rounding out the top 10. Hootie Hoo in 11th. And 19 millimeter will finish stage 1 in 12th. All right, a little bit of shake up there as P. Fulton, unbeknownst to me, fell. So now as we line it up, go on the rear view. Green flag is out. Stage 2 underway. Going to be a little longer this stage. Instead of 9, it will be 10. Oh, the 24's around Copenhagen. Oh, no, sir. Now all the ground needing to be made up by that 24. Cooked it into the first corner and around it went. Look at the run he's got on the 99. Now the 16 of Jay White. And now look who runs second. Oh, P. Fulton in the grass. Doing work in third, but Chief in the 9 has moved up to the second spot. And if I'm not mistaken, that 3 car is running 4th right now, the 8 running 5th. So Slingshot, Band 1 find themselves in the top 5. Oh no! Big wreck! What happened? That's a big one right there. Multiple cars involved. Jay White, is that going to bring out a yellow? Yes! The yellow falls at the Indy Road Course. That is huge news for this 24. Can come down, fix his damage as he's worked his way all the way back into the top 5. Now here we go, doing work. Copenhagen up into 4th, doing work. Gonna actually start on the pole. Green flag is back out at Indy. How will they go going into the first corner? Oh, a lot of cars pushing and shoving. The 3 round. 3 actually, I think, got a penalty, as look who's back in second. The 24 of Copenhagen. Everybody going elbows out into that first corner. Now Cope can set his eyes back on the mean machine, the yellow 22. Mark McAtack as Cope has got the penalty! He cut the corner! No! Took a risk trying to stay with the 22, and the penalty given. I thought that's what we were going to see when I saw him jump the turtles. The 16 of Jay White off the track. And now the 62 doing work through to second. The 9. No. Is that who I think it is? That is the 5 of Team 95 running third. Snuck his way up into the third position. Meanwhile, Cole Trickle in the 19. He runs fourth. Battle for fifth, though, with the 18 of Push MP Fulton and the 24 Copenhagen. P. Fulton, not going to be an easy one to pass. There's now the field up in at least the top 3. Very much spread out from each other. Oh, did he cut the corner too much? No, says the game. Oh, Cope tried to really undercut that corner to get underneath the 18. Now loses time to Fulton. As Fulton is actually catching the 19, the 5. Oh, contact. 24 trying to squeeze in there. Oh, and now the 24 into the 19 as the 19, I believe, got a stop and go. Chaos reigns supreme as here comes P. Fulton looking for third. He is through. Now Copenhagen. Whoa! Oh, that was the end of the stage. Whoops, my bad. Mark, your stage 2 winner. I was getting so caught up in the run through the field, but Mark McAtack, your stage 1 winner. Doing work, finishing second. P. Fulton third. Team 95 fourth. Copenhagen will finish in fifth. Chief 6th, Band 1 7th, Cold Trickle 8th. Hootie Hoo gets a top 10, gets a stage point there. And Slingshot Rodeo 10th, Jay White 11th, 19mm. The shotgun on the field in 12th. All cars still on the lead lap, surprisingly. But here we go. Try to pay more attention to the lap counts, says I. But green flag is back out. Mark McAtack leads him to it. Doing work on the inside in the 62. Look how far back the 24 is. And now, how aggressive will everybody be? Oh, the 8 of Band 1 trying to rejoin the course. Comes up and makes contact with the 19 of Cole Trickle. Look at this. The 62 doing work. For a second there was looking racy with the 22. Oh, the 8's off. He's around. Meanwhile, there was another car who got a stop and go. I believe it was the 99 with a 3. But check this out. Oh, the 3 with another stop and go. Now check this out. Doing work. Stan. Somewhat in striking distance to the 22. Not just letting them drive away. It's P. Fulton now in third. 5 of Team 95 back in the top 5 with the 19 of Cole Trickle. There you see the 24 of Copenhagen got a peek to the inside of the 9 of Chief. Play it safe. Oh, you just saw the 18 doing some BMXing. That was pretty sweet. But Martin traffic is the 24 of Cope. The only car, I think, in the field that had a shot at snagging a win from Mark McAtech. But that's just the burden of the beast of the Indy Roval. Right now we have 11 laps to go, so we will have a green flag stop. Right now we see Mark McAtech driving away from the rest of this field. Meanwhile, the 18 of Pete Fulton going to try and have a shot at second here. We'll ride along with that. There's Mark McAtech way over there. But contact with the wall slows down the 18 and gives us 62 a little bit of breathing room. But this is what hitting your marks does. A very good entry into that first corner allowed P. Fulton to close back in on the 62. Meanwhile, back here for fourth, you still have these three, the 9, the 5, and the 24. Still going at it, trying to either hold their spot in the top 5 or move themselves further into it. Oh, the 5's out wide. A 5 of Team 95. Missing the corner. That allows the 24 to go through. Drops the 5 down to 6. Moves Copenhagen back into the top 5. As Copenhagen right now just trying to maximize his points for this round, as he's already through to the next round, the round of 8, with the win at Richmond. And what a fantastic win that was, as now he's back up to 4th. And the battle for 3rd still continuing on here, is the 18 and the 62 do not really want to lose touch with each other yet. As the 24, you saw back there, has lost touch with everybody he was racing. Now the question is, how quickly can the 24 reel these two in and try and still get a podium finish? We still need 2 hands to count the amount of laps to go. Right now we should be seeing these guys come down about another 3 laps. A little stream lag there from P. Fulton. His car went a little bit everywhere. Where's the 22, you might ask? Oh, he's way up here. No cars in frame until there. Insane, but you can see, though, the 24, Copenhagen, is closing in on your top 3. Or at least 2 of them. He'll need that bomb power-up from Mario Kart if he wants to be able to get to Mark. But it just seems like when doing work is doing a really good job at capitalizing on opportunities. He may make mistakes, but he capitalizes on the opportunity to make up from them and keep his distance from the 18 of P. Fulton. Only problem is that there's one guy who doesn't feel like making mistakes, and that's this 24. As this next time by, we might see some guys try and short pit the field. No, the 24 going a little too wide there, trying to maximize his entry. As now those two, the 62 and the 18, really getting spread out. And the 18, the 62, the 24, all pitting. And the 22, Mark forces everybody down pit road. Oh, did Cope get a penalty as he cuts past the 18? He cooked it, he sure did. Everybody coming down? Yes, except for the Ada Ban one. He says, why not? Why not? I want to lead a lap, damn it. And now, passing the 22, Ban one, your race leader. He should be coming down this time. We'll ride on with the Ada Ban one as he is the only car on track. Now officially as the 78 and the 16 all enter pit road. The 99 of Hootie Hoo also still running. Mark out of the pits. So no strategy. No strategy calls to try and undercut the 22 as the 22 pitted a lap before he really could have. And now look at the gap between P. Fulton and the 62 doing work. Where's the 24? Copenhagen, an even bigger gap, or at least the same amount between him and the 62. A lot of ground to make up in the 24, and did he undercut the corner too much? No. The game deems it worthy. As right now, I do believe Ban 1 is still your race leader. As he has not come down. Actually, no. No, he has not come down yet. I was judging it by his hood on whether or not he'd come down and get his final service. The answer to that question is no. But actually, he must have, because right now it is saying that the 22 of Mark McAtack is your race leader. Next time by, we will get a lap count as Jay White, who I'm watching, is just ahead of this 22. Just entering that corner, that little speck right in front of him. As 7-6 actually now laps to go. Mark will be coming to 5. Jay White around. And got the stop and go. So 6 laps remain. And the 24 is starting to close in on the 62 of doing work. But P. Fulton has still continued. And I got to stop that. I got to stop talking good about people going to this corner. And the 62 does the same thing. P. Fulton coming down pit road. Oh, there's 2 stops. Wait, did I hear the 24 come down too? The 24 Copenhagen coming down with Fulton. So there's 2 stops. I was not expecting a 2-stopper. So we'll see now, riding along with Mark McAtack as he closes in on that Ada Ban 1 just ahead. Those cars you see behind him, all lap cars. The 99 of Hootie Hoo and the 16 of Jay White. Got to expect now that 2 of the top 5 have come down pit road this time, we should see that 22 come down as well, or excuse me, will we see? No, he does not come down. I think he's going to go fuel only on that final stop, but he will, if they took tires, he will be losing time. I can't tell if the 24... He is the 24 ahead of the 18. That leads me to believe he took fuel only. And the 18 of Fulton took tires. The 62 at Doing Work is on pit road now. 99 of Hootie Hoo comes down with him. There is the 24 Copenhagen now on the racing, now on the front stretch surface. The 18 of P. Fulton now entering as well, so there's no way that Copenhagen took tires. He took fuel only, doing what he has to try and get to that 22, as now here he comes, Mark McAtack coming down this time. We'll see what the 24 can do as his time starts now. The 22 now relegated to pit road speed. But there is a 62 Doing Work up ahead of him, who just came off of pit road, so this is for position. Mark's still not in his pit box yet. Now, when Mark got tires, this is where the 24 was able to capitalize. By the 62, by the 62 goes the 24. Cope up a spot. Now, where's the 22 still on pit road? 24. This is going to be close to it. And there's the 22 of Mark McAtack rejoining the racing surface. And it wasn't enough. It might have gotten. It is right now the 9 of Chief, who is your race leader. But the 22 of Mark McAtack, that means that the 18 well behind these three. Means he had, he is most definitely took tires. See if that doth pay off. And we'll see if this Ada Band one's going to cause some trouble for your leaders. As we saw lap traffic give Copenhagen some problems in stage 1 as we got 3 to go. Oh, the 8 goes wide, way wide. Now lap down goes the Ada Band one. Oh, and stops right in front of the 24 as I think he got I think he just lost the car. The 9 of Chief on pit road. Now the 22 sails through to the lead. Cope has rebounded and got that 24 up to second. And the 62 Doing Work running third. P. Fulton, I think, with that tire call, yes, has dropped that 18 to fourth. Everybody else went fuel only. He had to have just gone 2 tires on that last stop, but it was enough to make that much of a difference. There's now 2 laps to go here for the 22 of Mark McAtack. Is really the rest of this top 3 pretty spread out now. The 18 of P. Fulton. There you see the 16 and the 8 just ahead of this 18. But the 62 might just be too far. It is way too far ahead of them. I think that 18 would need another good handful of laps to be really able to do anything to get to that 62, barring a mistake. But I don't see that in the future. Now 1 lap to go. White flag is out for the 22. Mark had to deal with all sorts of challenges. That turn 1 entry with all these drivers running elbows out. We saw Cope have struggles in that corner. Mark, though, stayed clear of penalties. All the other drivers had a stopping, at least I think one stop and go penalty handed to them in this race. Meanwhile, Mark McAtack clean as a whistle when it comes to that. Now, through the final handful of corners, he sees the front straightaway, dead ahead. And now, after holding off Copenhagen, Mark McAtack will win at the Indy Road Course and secure his spot in the round of 8. And it is the usual culprits as the 62 of doing work comes in third again. And the 18 of P. Fulton still having the day he needed to have. Only 5 points above the cutoff line, finishing 4th. Chief will round out your top 5. Cole Trickle 6th, the 5 of Team 95 in 7th. Slingshot Rodeo in 8th. 19mm 9th. Ban 1 rounding out your top 10. Jay White in 11th. And Hootie Hoo shotgun to the field at the finish. And what an impressive run by Mark McAtack, as we've become so accustomed to, especially on road courses. But this one was not handed to him. He did have that 24 Copenhagen behind him. Give him a hell of a fight in stage 1. And barring him making those mistakes in stage 2, probably would have had yet another fight for him as well. That stage 2 mishap put him behind the 8 ball. That took him till that last pit stop to recover from, but it was too little, too late. The gap between them when they came down pit road to short pit was just too great, and he lost by what? No, I can't see it. No, well, I was going to try and give you the interval that he lost by, but it's fine. We don't need to get into that. Because now we wait for the top 3 to join in the booth. We'll scroll, why not? And see Big D's. Shout out to Big D's. Oh, I love some of the names on this one. What's he even running anyway? Big D's is running a 13% stage with cautions stage race at Auto Club. Crazy. But now, this is as what pops up after I get done Jay White stream, the SpongeBob movie. That's awesome. I love that. I'm going to go back and finish that later. But right now, we still have to wait on your top 3. Here's one. Oh, I was just about to invite you. Mark McAttack now up in the booth. Now that we can get back to reading screen names.
Okay, there we go.
People. Yeah, I'm just reading screen names of people running pub lobbies.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, no, I
Probably
got
not that many.
no, I got Big D's. I'm like, nice.
Alright.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's so much quieter in here.
Jesus, I don't even want to know what's going on over there now. I will tell you, there's some elbows out moments in that race.
Pretty much stage starts, but you know.
Oh, yeah. Wait, is Cope in here?
Yep. Yeah,
Oh, when the hell? I didn't even see you jump in.
As soon as I got the invite there, Will. As soon as I got the invite.
Oh. Well then, now that everybody's here, let me just get back to my actual screen here so I can do this proper. And we will start with the guy who's finished third just about as many times as I think Mark has won this season in the league and doing work in the 62.
Oh, is this where I come in?
Huh? Yeah, this is where you come in.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that race, I ain't gonna lie, that race was pretty fun. Very technical, very challenging, which makes it fun. I wasn't bored for 1 second during that race. First of all, hats off to Cope. He got strung in the back, and methodically worked his way back up. So hats off to him. It is just a matter of time until he got back up there. I kept checking behind me, just waiting on him because I know he's faster than me. He's a couple steps behind Mark, but he's pretty quick here. It was a good race though, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Ran third, fourth, a little bit of second. Right there in stage 2, it was kind of scary. I don't know who it was that bulldozed right there, but man, it caused Chief to get in the back of me. It probably caused somebody to get back at Chief, and luckily I was able to keep the wheels under it and kind of get back going there up behind Mark and Cope. And I mean, pretty uneventful. I was kind of considering short pitting stage 2, as dumb as that sounds, to get the damage fixed. I'm really glad I didn't, because when that caution came out to end the stage, I ended up having 0 damage according to pit road. So I'm glad I didn't do that. I kind of had the same strategy as Cope there in stage 3. The first pit took 4 fuel. Second pit I literally took half a can and was ready to go. So that was the difference maker between me and Fulton. Fulton had a really good car night. Hats off to him. It's pretty much down to Mark, Cope, me, and Fulton for the booth. So luckily I came out on top on pit strategy over Fulton.
Yeah, and I've never really known you as a road course whiz. So were you a little bit shocked? I don't want to say shocked at how good your run was, but I know a lot of guys who came into today were expecting to have pretty terrible runs.
No, I actually enjoy road courses. Probably the only one I don't enjoy is Sonoma. Like honest to God, all the other ones, if I get a couple of repetitions there, I can be lights out enough to at least come away with the top 5 and feel confident in it. My first laps at this track were yesterday in practice, so I dialed it in. I watched Mark is an amazing human for putting out a setup and putting out tutorial videos. It's pretty much, here, I'm gonna give you my stuff. If you come beat me with it, cool. So I watched that. I learned a lot from that video, and I tried to replicate it in the race and practice. Ended up working out. It pretty much shows the like jack of all trades kind of racer that I am. Like I can go anywhere and compete. May not be with Mark, but I feel like I'm just a couple steps behind Cope, man. He's quick. I gotta give him props, but I'm not too far off of him, I don't think. So I think coming down to it, it's gonna be a pretty good race for second. if you know what I mean, in the final race. But nah, anything can happen. It's been awesome. I'm glad that Mark welcomed me with open arms in this league. He's got to see me flourish since I started. Copenhagen's got to see me flourish since I started, and it's fun to be here in the booth with them week in, week out, as kind of the top three of the league, so to say. I feel like we're always in here. We got a bunch of good people though, man. Anything could happen in any race. Like I said with Fulton tonight, um, it's fun though, man. There's a lot of talent in here. There's a lot of amazing people, and I'm very happy to be a part of this league. It's fun every week. There's always something.
Yeah, no, and we love having you, especially because your consistency and growth in this league has been incredible to see. So definitely want to congratulate you on a third place finish here at what is probably the most annoying road course on this fucking game.
It's actually pretty fun if you just go watch Mark's tutorial and learn how to run this track. Once you learn how to run this track, it's so fun. It's so technical. It's probably one of my most enjoyable road courses on the circuit. It's just so fun and technical. There's not a dull moment. It's not boring. You got to hit your marks every time, and like just gotta, like Mark always says, slow is fast. If you're trying to haul ass, you're probably gonna get a penalty. It's gonna slow you down. You gotta hit your marks, be consistent every single lap. I was more
Alrighty.
stressed out at Richmond last week than I was this week. I'll be honest during the race. So
Well, then I guess then you'll have no trouble in handling Darlington next week before the round of 8 officially begins.
turns 3 and 4. We're not very good friends, but I'm gonna make an acquaintance out of 3 and 4, and hopefully I'm back here talking to you.
Alrighty, brother. Well, hey, congratulations on another top 3 finish, and we'll see you next week at Darlington.
Thank you, sir. Excellent. Like I said, Copenhagen, excellent second man. That run back through was impressive. How methodical you were about it and patient. I didn't hear really anybody complain about you tonight. So you were, from what I got, you're extremely respectful coming back through. And Mark, as always, good win.
Thank you.
You're incredible, Mark. I dream to be you when I grow up. So.
Thank you, man. That means the world.
Yes, sir. Great league too, man. Great league.
No,
I love.
appreciate it.
I just want to say this too. I forgot to say it last week. I love how you hold everybody accountable in this league. You don't find
Yes,
that in
sir.
leagues very often, so that's pretty cool about this league too.
Absolutely. I agree.
All right, back to you, Albridge. I'll shut up now.
All right, now that the mwah session is over.
Oh, there's
I'm kidding. But that is a good segue into our second place finisher, the 24 of Copenhagen, who I think eventful would probably not be the correct word to sum up his day. Probably something like chaotic would sum it up a little better, but you still came through in second. Just didn't get that stage 1 win. I mean, just walk me through your race. Was there anything you could have done that last stage, that probably could have helped you out and closed that gap a little more?
Okay, so stage 1, it was one pit stop, and I took no tires. I took full can of fuel, and I was like, there's only one way he's going to get Mark, meaning Mark, him, Mr. Mark Attack, Mac Attack, I should say. Just call him King. Might as well say it, because there was only one way, and I had to do something different. And stage 1, it's pretty uneventful until the last 2 laps when I was starting to worry more about my tires because it was at 18%. I ran a little too hard there at the beginning, just trying to keep up, and I'm just like doing work said. I'm just maybe a step or 2 behind there with him, and I just had to pull a rabbit out of the hat. I know we were locked in for the next round, and So we were literally just trying to throw darts and see which one stuck all night. And first stage didn't end up how I wanted to, but we tried. So that's all that I can ask for. Stage two, the start was crazy, and then a little bit early on in that lap, I'd get a penalty and sit myself back, and then just going through the field. I think I passed more cars tonight than I ever have in this league, to be honest. No knock against anybody, but I fell back, went up, fell back, went up, fell back, went up again, and it took the final stage whenever there was two pits. Just like Doohan said, we had somewhat the same strategy. I didn't know how well it was going to work out since the first stage didn't really work out like I wanted to. I was still kind of cautious on that left front tire, um, and doing work. He's putting in the time. He's getting seat time. He's very reparable rookie in this league, and just looking from the outside in, I don't think you can picture him as a rookie. I don't picture him as a dark horse for the championship either. We got so many good guys in here, and like he said, anybody can walk away with anything. Miracle on 34th Street, aka Christmas time, right? So I mean, we just fought like hell tonight. Um, I really felt like we had a top two car, top three car at best. Definitely not the race winner, but um, again, following what Doohan said, I love this league. Um, there's never a dull moment, especially at the track. Every Tuesday night, never a dull moment. You're always elbows up, and everybody's being accounted for, and everybody's taking the accountability, and it starts with Mark, and he leads by example pretty damn well. He's Timothy. That's all there is to that. But yeah, pretty solid night, pretty good points night. For the overall standings, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to say, watching you march through the field was hell of a good time to see. Do you think that in stage one, that lap traffic just got a little bit too in the way that you just couldn't really find a way around it?
No, I don't think anybody was in the way. I think I was just paying attention to my tires more than paying attention to the track. And when you do that, it causes trouble. Or in the back of Hootie, and gave me front nose damage. So it was like a domino effect. Like, you don't pay attention, you get this, and if you get this, you get that. So it's like we were just stacking it on early, and we finally got into a rhythm. When we finally got into a rhythm, we overall finished second. So not a bad, I guess you would say, not a bad feat. And let's go on to Darlington. Let's see if we can not get a stripe or two. How about that, huh? Turns 1 and 2 are my dad. He just beats me and beats me and beats me and beats me. Like a redheaded stepchild. So turns 3 and 4 are my favorite. Turns 1 and 2 is, yeah, it just beats me. So
All right. Well, hey, congratulations on
congrats
another.
on the win, Mark. Just Timothy. Sorry, Wolverines.
All right. Well, congratulations on another second place, brother, and we'll see you next week at Darlington.
Absolutely. Thank you, Wolverines, for what you do.
Yes, sir. And now we get to the race winner, the 22 of Mark McAttack.
Hey, Wolverine.
Oh, you said we'd be talking again, and we are once again. After another win from the big, mean, yellow 22 machine. Walk me through your race. It seemed a little chaotic there in stage one, but after stage one, you seemed to be able to run on rails and find yourself to the checkered flag.
Yeah, pretty uneventful race overall. First stage, like you said, I think it was like lap 2 or 3 or something. It was very early. I got loose, got into the gas a little too hard off of one of the corners, and just kind of car broke loose on me and allowed Cope to get ahead of me for, I don't even know, it might have been just like a lap or 2. We were able to get back around him midway through the first stage, and then he took did a little bit of strategy and took no tires and got way out in front of me. I didn't think I was honestly going to be able to catch him in time before the end of the stage. But luckily, we were able to do that and get to him. I think it was on the last lap or 2 to go in stage 1. And then from there on out, it was pretty uneventful, with Cope getting a couple penalties and a couple other guys kind of getting a couple minor incidents. Kind of allowed me to kind of be on cruise control for the most part until the end. And then the last pit stop, they did the no tire call, him and Cope and Doohan did, and they kind of made up a lot of time. Kind of got me a little scared how much time they made up. I didn't think it was going to be that close, but we were able to at least hold on for the win, and glad to be locked in and kind of be able to kind of, I don't want to say relax for Darlington, but at least go in there with a better state of mind knowing that we're locked into the next round. But we still want to be aggressive at Darlington, still want to go out and try to win if possible. But overall, good race. Congrats to Cope on another fabulous second place, and congrats to doing on another solid top 3. I don't know how many weeks in a row this has been the top 3 in the booth, but it's been getting to be a routine as of lately. So congrats to them guys as always. But good run from everybody. Had a couple minor incidents that I wasn't too thrilled about. I understand it's a road course and it's Indy Roval and stuff's going to happen, but as a league owner, and as I said before, I got to hold people accountable, and there were a couple people that could have done, I think, a little bit better tonight, in my opinion, and could have raced a little bit better and a little bit cleaner. But we'll look at the film and we'll see what happened overall. But overall, pretty satisfied with how everything went. And, looking forward to Darlington next week, for sure. It's another strong track for us.
All right. Well, want to congratulate you on another race win and locking yourself officially into the round of 8. And we will see you next week at Darlington.
And who knows? Maybe I might even join you in the broadcast, but I don't even know.
Oh, that'd just make my day.
Would it?
It would make my... No, it would actually be hilarious, I think. I think it would be awesome.
Cope, get up in there, too. I might be able to win me one.
If me and Cope are in the booth, it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, I'm gonna need Cope out there on the track with me if you're gone there, Mark.
No, we'll see. But no.
I might go to the booth.
Oh, fuck. Jeez. What have I started?
If Cope wins the race in the round of 8, Cope can come up.
There you go, Cope.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
I don't even know what the first race is.
Come on, Cope. It ain't nothing a little bumper can't take care of.
Man, all I know is lightning can't strike the same place twice, so I'm going to have to point my way in.
Hey, that's why we're going to different tracks. You'll be alright.
Let's go back to Richmond. How about that?
All right.
Hey, Walbert, real quick before you shut down the broadcast.
Yeah.
How did it feel to be a part of the quickest race in history? I think that race was like 40 minutes long.
Yeah. No, that was...
It helped out stage 2 was cut like 3 or 4 laps short.
Oh, that too. Yeah. The cautions cut it a little bit. But...
Yeah, no, but it caught me by surprise. I missed the end of stage 2, but it's fine.
We don't even know what happened. Somebody wrecked, I guess.
Oh, no, I got the wreck.
Oh, nice.
All right, but we'll end that here. That'll do it for us tonight at the Indy Road Course, where Mark McAttack locks himself officially into the next round, the round of 8. And next week will be Darlington. Who will get the stripe and who will lock themselves in and or add to their points total into the round of 8? You'll have to tune in next Tuesday at 9 to figure that one out, along with us and everybody else. But that will do it for us here tonight. I am Walbridge, and I will say good night, y'all.